Skeleton. Let's get you out into the wild, sir. Hey everyone, it's another day Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton, and we're sitting in the parking lot currently. Let me turn this down, it might be too loud. We are currently sitting in the parking lot of my dentist's office because I got a dental cleaning today, and luckily we do not have any cavities. I was scared because we've been drinking a lot of Baja Blast and eating Sour Patch situations, but I just pulled Mr. Skeleton up to the front. He was in the back because when my car is parked somewhere for a long time, like over 30 minutes, you know what I mean, I just get nervous because I've heard of some people getting their skeletons stolen, and it makes me, it just stresses me out. I just don't want anything bad to happen to good old Mr. Skeleton, right, sir? Anyway, so we're sitting here at the dentist office. But right down the street, there's a HomeGoods. So we're going to make it a HomeGoods kind of day. So we're going to hit all the different HomeGoods. I might run into Ross really quick to see what they got. Anyways, before we get on the hunt, I wanted to mention the sponsor for today's video, which is Harry's. And if you haven't heard me talk about Harry's before, and you haven't heard of Harry's before, Harry's is a unisex shaving brand that sells premium, high-quality shaving supplies. So if you're around here on our first Halloween decor hunting video of the season, when we went cruising to Joann's, I mentioned Harry's and how I'm aiming for this hairless knee summer because I usually just let my knees look like a hairy potato is kind of what I usually let happen. Harry sent over a starter set for me to try, and in this starter set you get the razor, a 5-blade razor that's manufactured in its own factory in Germany, and it's designed for a close, comfortable, smooth shave. It's also got this handle that's weighted, and this is one thing that my husband and I, we've been both trying Harry's razors, and the weighted handle is the first thing that stood out to both of us. It gives you this control of the blade. It's just a really easy to control razor. It doesn't feel like it's going to slide out of your hand or slip or any of those things that can just not be fun when shaving. Also, I really love the color selection. They have an orange color for us Halloween lovers out there, so you know I had to get that one. Also in the starter set, you get the shave gel, which I've been loving once again for my sensitive skin. It has aloe and hyaluronic acid in it, so it's just really great for sensitive, and I also have dry skin, and it's been great for both. Also, you get this razor protector, so you can protect your razor when you're not using it, and it also has little air holes in the protector so it can air out, all that good stuff. And also, we've been getting refills from Harry's since we've gotten our razors, and the refills are super affordable. We really didn't know what to expect at first. Shaving supplies can get expensive, especially if you're using disposable, and then once we looked into it, we're like, whoa, this is actually super affordable, and it's really convenient because you can have them delivered straight to your door. So if you're wanting to try Harry's, you can redeem your starter set for just $3 when you go to harrys.com/JadeTheLibra, and you can get your starter set for just $3. So you get the razor, the weighted handle, the shave gel, and the protector, the razor protector, for just $3. All of that for just $3. If you go to harrys.com/JadeTheLibra, definitely give it a try if you're also trying to have a hairless knee summer or whatever hairless needs you got. Anyways, we've been loving Harry's, and I wanted to give you an update. Loving it, and have been ordering the refills and all the stuff because we both are big fans. But anyways, now that I nerded out about my hairless knee summer, we're cruising to HomeGoods is where we're going, right, Mr. Skeleton? It's supposed to be so hot today. Let me just tell ya, Moaning Myrtle, Miserable Marie, whatever her name is gonna be out and about today because I think the heat index today is supposed to be like over 110 or something. Here, it's like all humidity. That's what makes it so hot, is the humidity. And the thing is too, it doesn't cool down at night either. It's been in the 80s at night, and so I'm just so hot. In my house, like, I've got my AC on, it's working, everything's fine, but it's still like when it's that hot throughout the day and then it doesn't cool off at night, it still feels gross. And mainly because I've talked about this before, in the winter time, our house is like 60 degrees. I feel like it like preserves my vampire organs or something like that. I don't know what it is about cold weather, but I love it being cold, and it's just so hot. We're almost to HomeGoods. We're like right here. My dentist office is really close. And we're filming the flamingo today. Anyways, if you're new here, I always do my new here spiel, but if you're new here, welcome to the spooky family. We're excited to have you. I'm turning in here. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying though. If you're new here, welcome to Halloween Decor Hunting, where we go around and look for Halloween decor. And as we're driving around, we talk about what we saw. We get to know each other a little bit, and it's some good old Halloween fun, isn't it, Mr. Skeleton? Right? Okay. All right, here we are at HomeGoods. We're going in. All right, we're gonna need this. My wallet wasn't ready. It's so freaking hot. Did I leave my phone in there? I almost panicked because I thought I left my phone in there, but turns out I didn't. Need a Baja Blast, y'all. So my wallet was not ready. It wasn't ready. I'm never gonna financially recover from Halloween again. Although I try to remind myself that a lot of the stuff that I get is for my all year round dark decor, is what I try to tell myself. I got a large Baja Blast. Thanks, have a good one. Oh god. I know there's something about that first sip. It's just so good. People not know how to drive? Or is this guy just, okay, I guess you're just not gonna go. It's the most refreshing beverage on a hot day when you're dying. I have water too, of course, but there's just nothing quenches my thirst quite like a Bahama Mama. Right, we're turning into Ross. We're getting to these places quick today. We don't even have time to chat about it. Oh my gosh, I didn't even mention HomeGoods. We saw so much of HomeGoods. I'm gonna run into Ross really quickly first. I know it's gonna annoy a lot of people, but I just need really quickly. You just need to run in, and then I'll come out and let you know what we saw at HomeGoods, because we saw the goods at HomeGoods. I'm going into Ross. We just left Ross, and they had nothing. Mr. Skeleton, you're sleeping, sir. It's Halloween out there, and you're taking a nap. It's not the time. Oh my gosh, I missed my Baja Blast. Stings the nostrils. We're leaving Ross now. We're gonna go to HomeGoods, the other HomeGoods. There was nothing at Ross, by the way. No Halloween to be found. They had 4th of July clearance. Oh, this person's turning in. I see ya. Oh, they're doing a 500-point turn. It's like in Austin Powers. Did anyone see that one where he does this, like, what, they just seriously parking in the middle of the road? All right, so we went to HomeGoods, and they had Halloween, and I was not ready. First of all, my wallet was definitely not ready. I already mentioned that. But oh, Mr. Skeleton, what's happening with your head? Anyways, okay, so at HomeGoods. Now, longest story, freaking longer. Sorry, guys. I have to prepare my vocal cords by lighting them on actual fire with lighter fluid. Not really. Okay. So at HomeGoods, there was like a whole little like half aisle thing of Halloween there. And they had some really cute stuff. First of all, they had some wreaths there. One of them was this black branchy situation, very similar to what we see a lot every year. Sparkly, lots of glitter, kind of wreath. Then there was one that had black floral. It was like a black floral wreath. Had another one that had more of these jewel tones. I've seen these ones there before over the last couple years. One of them's got like greenish colors with gold and black, and it's like it has gold skulls kind of sprinkled in. And then they have another one that's more of like a burgundy or reddish with black and gold skulls. Gold skulls. Gold skulls. I get lazy with my skulls and I end up calling them skulls, but whatever. Skulls. And I cup the tongue a little bit more. That sounded bad. And then they had some decor sprinkled in. They had this one thing I really liked. It was like a cauldron snack thing. I saw these at I feel like a lot of like Crate and Barrel, Pier 1, those types of places had these types of things before. But it was just kind of like dangling cauldrons. Like silver cauldrons in a row. There were like 3 of them where you could put little snacks like finger foods for parties or whatever in them. And then they also had a Ray Dunn brownie cake pan thing that said feeling spooky at the bottom. And I am normally not, I've mentioned this before, I'm normally not a big Rae Dunn fan, but some of her Halloween seasonal stuff I actually do really like. I have no shame in my Halloween Rae Dunn game. Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me crazy. Stop clicking. Anyways, okay, so they had the cauldrons, they had the Rae Dunn cake pan that said feeling spooky on it, and it was just plain black. I like that. I liked it. Not gonna lie, don't hate me. They also had like a gnome. I think we saw a couple of gnomes, I'm not gonna lie. Some Halloween gnomes. The gnomes are back. And I want to say they even had a yoga skeleton statue, or it was a meditating skeleton statue, I feel like was there. This cute little skull planter with like a faux black plant, like succulent in it. They also had some pillows. They had, I think one of them had witches flying on brooms. Another pillow, I want to say one of the pillows had this, like, was it like a back of a truck? And it was like, had like eyeballs, and did it have cats on it? I don't know, animals. I don't remember what else it had, but it was like orange and colorful and that kind of thing. And I don't remember if there was one other pillow in this area, but if there is, I'll show it. They had pumpkins, ceramic pumpkins. And the ceramic pumpkins had, you kind of take off the lid and you can put stuff in the pumpkin and then put the lid back on. So they had a couple different colors. They had orange, deep dark navy blue, almost black, and then like a deep burgundy colored pumpkin thing. I know there are some things that I'm going to kick myself for not remembering. They had a little Ouija board, stone Ouija board, kind of like a cheese board kind of thing is what they had over there. That's another thing that they had. Anyways, they had a bunch of table runners in this other little section where they had a couple of Rachel Zoe ones that were really cool. One of them was like this Ouija board looking Rachel Zoe, table runner. They had a couple of glow in the dark table runners that were really cool. One of them was another Rachel Zoe one that had witches flying on brooms. It was like blue and it was like a night sky kind of thing. Different Halloween-y looking table runners that were glow in the dark that weren't Rachel Zoe. Like one of them had a bunch of different tombstones and skulls and like pumpkins and like different things like all across. It was like a grayish color, and then it had that greenish glow in the dark looking color on it. And I think they had a couple of ghost ones. One of them did glow in the dark, one of the ghosty ones. That was really cute. And then the other ghost one I think was just like a silver iridescent looking ghost. I don't think that one, I don't believe that one was a glow in the dark situation. And then they had some light up ones. So one of them, I believe one of the light up ones, was either light up or glow in the dark, had these cats in costumes kind of thing. You know, there's always the animals in the costumes that we see every year. Then they had another table runner that was this, it was like spider webs. And it looked really cool. I just wish it was lace instead of this plastic. It was kind of this hard plastic. They had placemats that were like that last year, by the way. And this is just the table runner version. And it looked really cool. Like the photo on the tag looked really cool. I know what the other things were on that shelf. There were a couple of Rae Dunn things. Like a couple of Rae Dunn signs that said something like, "Here for the booze is back again." Or something like, "Hocus Pocus, I need wine to focus," that kind of stuff. Anything that had those types of sayings, all those things. All right, so there's another area that had pillows, and one of the pillows was this really spooky. It was that same label that had that spooky mansion pillow that we got a couple years ago. Same kind of pillow, or same brand, I think. Not same pillow, but same brand. But this one had a whole different spooky landscape. So branchy trees and a spooky house with spider webs and jack-o'-lanterns, the whole spooky situation. Also, I really like the black and white pillows because they could be used all year round. In my personal opinion, I don't care if they have jack-o'-lanterns on them, but black and white is more of my style all year round. They also had another one that said spooky season on it, and this one was really, really nicely, like I thought it was well made, at least for me. It was a velvet pillow. It said spooky season on it, and it was all embroidered. The whole, like where it said spooky season, and there was like a whole wreath around it, or like border kind of thing. So that's all I saw at that one. So my camera overheated, so if it sounds different, it's because I'm on my phone now, because it's that freaking hot out, and it's kind of in the windshield where it's hot, so it overheated. But just quickly to go through the rest of what we saw at HomeGoods, we saw some candles, a couple of Halloween candles. One of them was more magical, could be all year round kind of vibe. Also saw a little bread pan, you know, like a loaf pan, that's what it is. They also had this gold spider where it was kind of like a candy dish, but it was a gold spider. Reminded me of the candy dish spider from Joann's last year, if you saw that one. But it was a little candy dish spider. They had a really cute Hocus Pocus, like mini cake pan, or no, cake stand is what not cake pan, cake stand, y'all. It was a really cute Hocus Pocus cake stand that had this little, like, had the witches on the top, and then around the stand at the bottom it had different potion bottle and like a broom and just different witchy things around the base. All right, so then they were clearing out a whole aisle, but they had put a couple of things in there. One of them was this jack-o'-lantern ceramic piece that had hands that were kind of covering its face, its jack-o'-lantern face. And then they had a couple of spider web, like one was a tiered fruit basket looking spider web situation. And then one was a larger basket. And, oh no, somebody's coming to their car. I just saw it light up. So then they had some Halloween blankets. They had a skull one that had an orange, it was just like black and white skull design with an orange border. And then they also had one that was kind of like a cream color with black bats all over it, which, you know, I love both of those. I want to say they had a sugar skull looking one that was a little bit more of a grayish and beige kind of color scheme. They had a couple of really soft, you know, they're soft blankets. One of them was the dogs in the Halloween costumes. We see those every year, the little dogs in the Halloween costumes. One was a ghost, like here for the booze kind of situation, was light pink and had ghosts all over it. And then another one was like a light blue, kind of turquoise light blue kind of look with different character heads on it. Like, so black cat heads and just like different characters on it. And then they also had this one random Ray Dunn one that was in there that said, again, that same blanket that said just a phase. And every year that blanket confuses me, the just a phase blanket. Like, it's not just a phase. That's the saying. We know Ray Dunn is just a phase, but being a Halloweenie is not just a phase. Anyways, so that's what we saw at HomeGoods. Anything else I'm missing, I'll show here. Try to get visuals of all the things, even if I'm not mentioning them, like describing each piece, because I know we all have different tastes. So even if you don't like what I picked out, maybe you saw something in there that stood out to you that you want to grab. So I always like to include everything. Anyways, we're going into HomeGoods 2.0. We're gonna go see what they got. It is getting really freaking hot. Here we are at HomeGoods. Just left HomeGoods and you won't guess what we saw there, y'all. I bet you can guess. I bet you can guess. We saw, I swear, I mean, we did see more than just this, but it was mainly 99% of what was in there, gnomes, y'all. They had big ones. They had smaller ones. They had some that stood up. They had some that had no legs at all. One of them was like a pastel goth looking gnome, skull hat, and then a light pink beard. And then there was a witchy one, like a witch gnome that had this little green nose sticking out. The whole gnomey situation. It was all gnomes in there. And I know there are big gnome fans out there, so I'm not trashing you personally. I'm not saying that. If you like gnomes, like gnomes. I think my main issue with it is that there've just been, over the last couple of years, it's kind of been a gnome takeover. Like, they're reproducing at mass rates at this point. Anyways, it's just that there's a lot of gnomes, more so than any other decor. So I think that's the main frustration. It's just like gnomes are everywhere and there's not a whole lot else to choose from. I think is at least, and honestly, you know what's kind of runner up right now for me is that wooden tabletop decor at home right now. If you watch the last Halloween decor hunting episode where we went to at home, they had all these like wooden tabletop decor pieces. How is it this hot right now? The AC is pumping. Oh, I'm dying. Anyways, so there was like a little like in the dishware section, they had some like a platter that had some silver skeletons lounging on the platter kind of thing, or it's kind of like I don't know what I'm thinking of, like a tray is what it was. It's exactly what it was, like a tray with skeletons on it. And then they had a couple of cake stands that had skulls on them and floral skull kind of situation, really pretty. They also had a utensil holder, like a kitchen utensil holder that said Hocus Pocus. They had another little Ray Dunn napkin holder thing that said spooky season or something like that, something about spooky. Let's get spooky, something like that. Then they had some glassware. So they had some wine glasses. They had the stemless wine glasses with the silver skeleton hand holding it, and the regular wine glass with the stem that had the skeleton hand holding it. They had a cheese board that had spider webs on it. That was really cute. It was kind of like a taller, like it stands up kind of thing. It had like a little stand whole situation to it with little spider webs etched into the board. I don't know, am I missing something? There was one that was a very interesting piece. It had a bunch of frogs or toads or whatever in a conga line dressed as witches, or they were just like 3 witches lined up, but they were witch frogs. That wasn't as weird as the stacked farm animals. If you saw that episode of Halloween Decor Hunting when we saw like a whole stacked frog, which I still haven't seen those. Somebody bought them. Anyways, and they had like a conga line of witch frogs. And then they had this interesting little dangly leg person that was like this, it was a jack-o'-lantern with a face, like a human looking face. And then it had dangly legs and a witch hat, I think, on that one. Or maybe it wasn't a witch hat, maybe it just had a stem. No, I thought it had a witch hat. Something like that. Anyways, that's what we saw. Lots of gnomes, all the gnomes. It's hot. Our chin is sweating. Our back is sweating. Everything is sweating. And now we're hitting a train. Mr. Skeleton. It's freaking hot already and sticky. What is the humidity out right now? Let's check before we head out on the town. I thought it was going to be nice and cool today. I mean, there is a heat advisory, but it says it's like 74 out or something. And I was like, oh, 74? It's beautiful. 79% humidity, y'all. 70 freaking 9. Why, Mr. Skeleton? You're napping again today. I do not blame you, sir. I was thinking it was like 70 something. Like as I was getting ready, it was 74. And I'm like, oh, great. The heat's not going to get here till like 2 or 3. No big deal. And here we are. 10:43 in the morning. And it's freaking hot. Should have worn a tank top. I was thinking I was going to get home before tank top weather. But we're just going to have to sweat it out, y'all. We got a Red Bull. Okay, let's go. Hey everyone, it is another day, Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. It's another friggin' hot day. Here come the railroad tracks, you know the drill. Here we go. Oh God. Anyways, our Red Bull is spilling all over the place. Hold on, Mr. Skeleton. Anyways, so we're cruising. We're going to, I need to go to the post office, but we are short on time today. It is 10:46. My husband needs the car by 1. He was like, if you could be back by 1. And I'm like, I'm going to try, sir. He's not leaving till 1:30 though. So I think he's telling me to be back by 1 because he knows that for me that means 1:30. We've got a Red Bull today because we're short on time. This watermelon Red Bull, by the way, holy moly. I thought I stopped drinking Red Bull in my 20s. We're back on the Red Bull train today. We're gonna be hitting the stores today one by one. So we have like 2.5-ish hours. I'm gonna say 2.5, solid 2.5 hours to go out shopping today, which doesn't seem that bad. But once Halloween comes out, it takes me a minute in the stores. Like sometimes it takes me some time to, why are my mirrors all messed up? I don't know what's going on. We're going to start off today with Nordstrom Rack. I do not know why I didn't check Nordstrom Rack yesterday. We were right there. I went to Ross. I went to HomeGoods. Did not go to Nordstrom Rack. I don't know what I was thinking. It was literally right there. But that's all right because we're going today because it's another HomeGoods stalker situation today. As soon as HomeGoods starts getting their stuff out, we pretty much stalk them on the daily because they get new stuff out every single day. So, and plus, there's not a whole lot out otherwise. So we're going to check Nordstrom Rack for those soft blankets we've been looking for. We've known they have Halloween. We saw their Halloween stuff the last 2 Halloween decor hunting videos. So if you want to go back to those, we saw Halloween at Nordstrom Rack. But we haven't seen the Halloween blankets yet that are really super soft, and I really want to snag one of those. So we're going to look there. So, and then while we're over there, we're going to stop back into HomeGoods again, because they had some good stuff yesterday at that one. So I have faith in that HomeGoods. And then we're going to make our final stop today at Bath & Body Works. If we have extra time, we're going to stop a couple other places. I don't know where. We're going to do the best we can today. I at least want to hit Bath & Body Works. They're not supposed to get their stuff out until July 18th. I know this. But sometimes, every single year, since the beginning of time, no, not really, I don't know how long, but every year they seem to sprinkle little things out, or they'll have like a little end cap thing, like a little Halloween area, or they'll put a couple of plug-ins out, or a couple of pocket back holders out. I went the complete wrong way that I didn't want to go. Shoot. HomeGoods and Bath & Body Works is right here. I wanted to hit it on the way back, though. I guess we could hit it now. Should we go in? Let's go into Bath & Body Works now. We're doing it now, y'all. Now that we're here, maybe it's a sign that we're supposed to stop in. What do you think? Okay, we're cruising up to Bath & Body Works. I'm ready. Mr. Skeleton, we thought we'd have a little more Red Bull in our system before we hit, oh my gosh, HomeGoods is freaking slammed at 10:55 in the freaking morning. You think these are Halloween people or what? What time does Bath & Body Works open? Do they open? Oh God, my Red Bull just splashed me in the face. It's slammed here at Bath & Body Works too. And Michael's. Are we running into Michael's too, you think? I mean, I kind of think why not, right? We're going to pull through because there's a person in the car. Human interaction, we have to warm up to it for the day, and we have not yet, Mr. Skeleton. Okay, we're going into Bath & Body Works and Michael's first. Okay, well, here we go. See you later, Mr. Skeleton. I'm all discombobulated because I'm all excited about what just happened in Bath & Body Works. I can't even tell you. All right, so I just left Bath & Body Works. And let me tell you, we saw some Halloween. And I got to go into HomeGoods really quick. It's like right here. And then we're going to get on the road. So I figured I could talk all about the things we saw like as we're on the road to the other places, since we're short on time today. It's already 11:30. I spent a full 30 minutes geeking out, literally almost probably hyperventilating in there. I don't know why I'm this way. Why do I get so excited? I have no shame in it. None at all. So we're here already at HomeGoods. We're going in here. Oh God, it's all so good this year. Why? Why, Mr. Skeleton? So we just left HomeGoods. Well, we went to Bath & Body Works first. Let me get my bag of Bath & Body Works first. Went to Bath & Body Works first, and let me tell you, got a hand sanitizer spray, Poppy. I don't know if this is any good, but I didn't have any hand sanitizer. Anyway, so let me tell you about this situation at Bath & Body Works. So I go in, I don't see any Halloween. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna leave. And then I think I see something orange out of the corner of my eye. I go to kind of like step back, like to look. And the worker was like, oh, have a good day. And she's like, oh, sorry, I thought you were leaving. And I was like, I thought I was too, but I thought I saw something. I'm kind of borderline stalking Halloween. So she says, we have it in back, but we're not supposed to put it out till July 18th. And I was like, I totally understand. I just, you know, every once in a while you'll put out a couple of pocket back holders or something a little bit early. So I was just stalking to see if maybe you had some. She's like, oh, I can show you what we have, and I may be able to sell you some pocket back holders, but I can't sell you any of the other pieces we have yet. And I was like, that's totally fine. I'm like, beggars can't be choosers. Whatever you want to show me, I'm totally fine. Like, I don't want to be that person, but also I am that person. So I just am trying not to be right now. Anyways. And she gets these pocket back holders. I didn't buy them all, and I didn't get video of them all because I feel so weird asking to take videos of things. I did. In the long run, I got the courage to ask. And no one thinks it's weird. I guess today's day and age, everyone takes photos and videos of stuff. And I did get video of some of the other stuff that I'm going to show you. But what I did get is first of all, I got the bedazzled ghost pocket back holder. I don't know if this is like really out of my comfort zone or so within my comfort zone. I can't decide. I'm normally not a super glammy. I'm not like a bedazzlement type of ghoul. Then I saw this, and it's got a little shimmy situation, and I was like, I need this. They also had this one, this bat. I like their sprays. And they had this bat one. Look how cute this guy is. And then it has a little magnet and the wings go in and then you can open it back up and it's a bat. Oh my gosh, I love everything about this. And I got the pumpkin cupcake one. Maybe we'll put this, I'm trying to figure out how this goes. I think like this. I think it goes like this. Where it kind of peeks out the bottom, I think is how this goes. Lord, gotta be smarter than the freaking container situation. Oh God, I do not know how I'm ever gonna get this back out, but so cute. This one was, wait, what happens? My eyes and fangs glow in the dark, it says. So the eyes and fangs glow in the dark. This one was $12.95. Uh-oh, I don't even remember what this one was, but it was pumpkin cupcake smell. But I did get a couple of pumpkin cupcakes, a couple of fall citrus harvest as well. They didn't have a lot of the fall or Halloween hand sanitizers yet, but I didn't have any to fill up my new little gadgets. So anyways, so cute. So I'm all excited about that they were able to sell those to me. And then they pulled out the goods, and I can drive now that we're talking about that because I'm done with my Bath & Body Works haul. It's 11:43. We got to get the heck out of here. So anyways, so they got out first it started with the skull. She's like, I want to show you the skull. And I was like, oh, I got the one last year. You know, the skull 3-wick candle holder from last year that kind of was like a disco rave. It had like all these like techno lights that kind of like went on inside of it. So this year it's like an iridescent skull. And it has just one light inside that kind of blinks, but it's really pretty. It kind of, you know, like fades in and out, kind of spooky. And that one was really cute. I also had another skull that is really, I think it's for a single wick, though. And it's got the glitter inside of the skull and it's iridescent as well. So she pulls out the witch hand, which is, last year it had the black velvet at the cuff. It's the witch hand, but I think it's a vampire hand. I think, to me, it looks more like a vampire, but the same exact piece, but with green velvet instead of black. What else did they pull out? Oh, also this really cute pumpkin spider thing, pedestal. It was like, a candle pedestal. So cute. Pumpkin spider situation. I feel like there was one more thing that I'm not, oh, there was a plug-in. There was a bat plug-in that they had that was so cute. Really cute purple bat plug-in that is so cute. So that was Bath & Body Works. I'm so excited we saw freaking Halloween Mr. Skeleton. It was there. We couldn't buy all of it, but we did buy some pocket back holders and we're totally fine with, I mean, I just feel lucky to be able to get that. So, anyway, so then I cruised over to HomeGoods and they had some new stuff out today. We were just there yesterday and all they had were a bunch of gnomes. They got some new stuff in today, which isn't surprising. They get new stuff in every day, but it makes me have high hopes for this HomeGoods over here. There was a pillow with a bunch of witches flying on brooms. You know, those are always my favorite. A pillow that it was gray with spider webs and a spider on it. And then they had two pillows, like one said good witch, one said bad witch. And now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if they were like, you turn one side over and it's good witch and the other side is bad witch. Or I don't know. I didn't check. I should have checked. Or if it's two separate pillows. I don't know. But anyways, saw those. Then they had another pillow that had oh my gosh, it had this Mr. Skeleton in a truck with a bunch of pumpkins waving. And at first glance, and you can tell me what you think, at first glance, it almost looked like he was flipping people off. I thought for sure the dude was flipping people off and he was waving, but it was such a weird, like he's like hanging out of the window with his arm out. So I don't know why I went there with that, like my mind did, but whatever. I thought it was flipping people off, but I zoomed in so you could see that he has all 5 fingers out and ready to go, intact, not broken off. They were preserved really well and waving. They had one pillow that said something like home, sweet haunted home, I think, on it, and another pillow that had that we saw last year that had a bunch of skulls all over it. And those were kind of all the pillows that I saw in that little end cap area. Then they had like a whole aisle of Halloween out. A whole aisle. They didn't have it yesterday. It was there today. and it had all the gnomes that we saw yesterday. So I didn't get close-ups of them because we just saw those yesterday. I don't want to have to put you through that again. So then they had a really cool crystal ball situation. It was a crystal ball with these witch hands that wrap around the crystal ball. They had a couple of pumpkins. They had a green and black kind of swirl pumpkin, and they had a couple other pumpkins that were kind of glass or ceramic or something like that. And one had a skull. The other one had a skeleton hand. Oh my gosh, it is hopping at this HomeGoods today. The other one was dead. No pun intended, Mr. Skeleton. They had some of those book containers that they have every year. It was that, like, you know, those book container things that have the different spooky things on the front. Couple with witches, like the spooky hag witches that I love so much. It's like my aesthetic. Like I aim to grow up to be that hag witch. It's like what I hope to be one day. I just love a good old school witch. So they had a couple books that look like that. And what else did they have? They had a couple like stacked books looking things that said things on them, or next to those things. There were a couple of things next to those things. Were they signs? Yeah. One was a Ouija board looking sign, and then the other one was like an oracle looking. It had a planchette on it. Oh, they also had that big pumpkin head guy with the tuxedo on, and which we saw last year. And I think there was like a ghost, like a metal ghost situation that was happening there. And then a stacked pumpkin stack was happening there. And then, is that all that was in this area? Anything else I'm forgetting, I'll just show here. But they had a lot of really cute stuff in this little area, and they were just getting started. You could tell there was still room on the shelves for lots of spooky situations. They also had like a little area that had a bunch of metal outdoor looking Halloween stuff. So like this big jack-o'-lantern guy that said trick or treat, and no new dishware, all the stuff we saw yesterday. All right, we're going into HomeGoods 2.0. Oh, Mr. Skeleton, it hurts. It hurts, sir. My wallet, do you hear it screaming, y'all? It is begging for mercy. Oh, Mr. Skeleton. Oh my God. All right, we just left HomeGoods. Okay, they didn't have a lot of stuff out, like a lot of new stuff out, but the stuff they had, oh God. My wallet, y'all, my wallet. But they had these skull lamps, and they had a black one, and they had a silverish, like silver with gold. And then on the top of the skull, it has a big light bulb on top. It's like these skull lamps, essentially, which for me, those are all year round type of pieces that I'm looking for. I don't want to park next to anybody. Not one soul. I also had another piece I've been looking for, these cottage plates. It's like this witch over her little mantle, and then the border is so cute. It's like these little jack-o'-lanterns and all this kind of stuff, but it looks kind of like a vintage looking kind of Salem feel. It is so cool, spooky. I love the color scheme, the aesthetic of these plates. I've been looking for them everywhere. I don't know, I was all excited about them. So they had those, and then they also had some plates with skulls and flowers on them. I feel like we've seen these before, but just some other plates that they had. And I think that is it. They didn't have a whole lot of new stuff, but the stuff they had was so good and exactly what I was looking for. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to spend any money at HomeGoods today. And then here we are, because I got out of the other one unscathed. And I'm going to do a haul. I do hauls throughout the season. So if you want to see what I got as I've been out shopping, I'm going to be doing hauls throughout the season so you can see all the stuff we picked up while we've been out Halloween decor hunting. Oh, our first Halloween haul this year is going to be bad, y'all. Anyways, I'm going into freaking Nordstrom Rack, y'all. Oh, God. We just left Nordstrom Rack. We literally like went in there, looked, turned right back around, and walked out because there was nothing new in their Halloween section, which we saw the last 2 times we were there, so nothing new there, and no blankets there. But I can't even be mad because we saw so much good stuff today. We saw Bath and Body Works. We saw some HomeGoods stuff. We're seeing Halloween out there. Keep checking your HomeGoods. I'm so excited we found Halloween today. I hope you're finding Halloween out there. Let me know down in the comments where you're finding your Halloween stuff. So, I was gonna say this. So today, we were gonna go to Cracker Barrel this morning. Check Cracker Barrel for Halloween, which we're actually gonna go tomorrow morning, I think. So Dallas may be with us tomorrow morning. It depends on how early we get up and kind of how the day pans out. We were gonna go today, but I woke up at like 4 in the morning, couldn't sleep. Neens was rummaging in her bed, and I get on the Facebook group to start approving posts because I had nothing else to do. I was wide awake, and I see somebody post about the ghost, the wraith situation, the Cracker Barrel wraith. And if you were around last year on the Facebook group, or just around in general, a lot of people were posting about this. The Cracker Barrel wraith. It's like this ghost situation with this lantern, and it was all the rage last year, to the point where it almost ruined it a little bit for me. Does that ever happen to you, where sometimes you're really excited about something and then it gets ruined a little bit because it's just like people are online selling it for $500, and it's just, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, like, I'm just not even, like, this is just making me mad now. If anyone else feels the same way, let me know in the comments. But anyways, so they had it online at like 4 a.m. They were really trying to sneak that past us. So I hopped on Cracker Barrel and snagged one. I'm hoping I still get it. A lot of people ordered it online last year, and then it got canceled and they never got their piece. So I hopefully I got the wraith. I don't know if we did or not. I don't know if I need to be getting it from Cracker Barrel, if I end up seeing it. I don't know, but we're gonna go check it out anyways tomorrow and see what it's all about. So anyways, I don't know if I have anything else to update you on other than we've just been out in this freaking hot weather, and it stormed this morning. So I was like, oh, it's gonna cool off. Nope, not a chance. It's still so hot, but now it's just extra soggy. I'm over at Mr. Skeleton. At least you've been staying alive today, sir. Keep patting his knee. That's like my new thing, is like slapping his leg. You got smooth legs, Mr. Skeleton. Have you been using that Harry's razor, sir? I have to sprinkle it in there. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. There's a huge bee on my windshield. I'm not as afraid of bees. It's like a minor fear. I'm sweating, but I can't tell if my back is already sweating just from existing in this heat and soggy sock of a situation, or if my back is sweating just now because I saw a bee. Oh, no.
What?
It's like...
What's wrong?
How do you get the seat up? It's like, and all it's doing is...
Why is it down?
I don't know. What the heck? I don't know. Oh, God. Hey everyone! It is another day, Halloween decor hunting, with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. Oh, God. It just flew in the air over those railroad tracks. Anyways, it's me and good old Mr. Skeleton, who has come alive. This is my husband, Dallas, if you're new here. Guys, we're gonna go to Cracker Barrel first. We're gonna go scope out the set. They have good candy there and stuff too, we can look at. Anyways, he's like, oh, whatever. I'm like, candy, anyway. So we're gonna cruise over to HomeGoods and see what they have. And then we're gonna go to Costco. We have to get groceries at Costco. We have no groceries. Everything, like, our pantry is empty, and all we have in our fridge is pickle juice. You know me. Not even pickles, just the juice. Anyways, there have been some Halloween posts on the Facebook group. Some people have seen some stuff at Costco, so we're gonna check out Costco while we're there to see if anything is there. Just a couple of quick Halloween stops today. All right, we're here at Cracker Barrel. We're going in. All right, we're here at Cracker Barrel. Okay, we just left Cracker Barrel. Now we're going to HomeGoods. We went to Cracker Barrel, and they had a little, at first it looks like they didn't have Halloween. It's like just a little baby section. Not a whole lot. They did have this jack-o'-lantern head that had sparkly, like it kind of lit up and was all sparkly, swirly inside. And then it had a top hat on its head that I think the top hat lights up too, but it wasn't all lit up. And then they also had like a skull version, but it was like a skull with a crown, like a skull with like a sparkly situation on the inside, but it wasn't sparkling. It wasn't even on. And then they had a couple of Day of the Dead pieces, like a couple sugar skull looking pieces, and like an owl, like sugar skull looking owl. They also had this, what was it, like a mausoleum piece? What was that?
Yeah, it looked like a mausoleum.
Yeah, and then like
a Grim Reaper maybe came out of it.
Yeah. And then, but again, it wasn't like hardly any of this stuff was on. So you couldn't really tell what a lot of the stuff did. They also had an Edgar Allan Poe. Was that a book?
There's a book, yeah.
A book, and then like a ghost story book. And then, what else? Am I missing something? That was in, oh, they had soap, hand soap. It looked like poison. It was like frog, what did it say? Like frog venom or something like that on it, or something like toad venom or something like that on the, it was like a potion bottle hand soap thing. And what else did we see? I know there's some other stuff that I'm missing that I'm not mentioning, but it was kind of just like smaller pieces. And then, oh, they had the lamp, this big lamp that has a dragon on top. It's like a big, it looks like a street lamp kind of thing. Really cool and really big, but once again wasn't lighting up, and it was really difficult to see because there was back, like it was against a window, but hopefully it was good enough visuals. But we also got some treats that I'll show you when we come out of HomeGoods. We got some goods. We're gonna try some candy. So we did not see any signs of the wraith or the little ghost thing with the lantern. All right, anyways, we're here at HomeGoods. We're going in. All right, we're here at HomeGoods. Going in. All right, we just left HomeGoods. I hear ya. Saw some Halloween. It wasn't super stocked, I wouldn't say. We walked in, we saw some small pillows that had a bunch of the Halloween sayings, you know, all the cheesy Halloween stuff, where it's like, here for the booze, you missed that one. Something like, if you got a broom, fly it, or something like that. Or if you're a witch, something like all those little sayings. Trick or treat yourself. They didn't have one like that, but I was hoping to see a trick or treat yourself sprinkled in there, but I didn't find one. But they also had a little pillow that had a moon with some bats flying around, and there were a couple of skull pillows in there too with some bedazzlements. So then what else did we see? We saw a whole little Halloween aisle, the same one we saw yesterday. They added a couple of things, some branchy trees, like sparkly branchy trees. They had a ceramic witch. It was a little tea light, but it's kind of like, you know, those hand painted figurine kind of things, and more of those book, like container book things. One of them was this purple and black with a bat on it. Reminded us a lot of Voltaire. So Voltaire, if you're out there, they have a book container with your name. It's not on it literally, but it made us think of Voltaire. And they had they had a cauldron. It was a Ray Dunn cauldron cookie jar. They had it there yesterday and I forgot to mention it. Saw a couple of, first we saw in the bathroom section, they had some hand soap dispensers. Had like a really cool iridescent multicolor skeleton or skull, and a clear skull soap dispenser. And then in the dishware area, it was mainly like wine glasses with the skeleton hand holding the wine glass. They had some candles. They had some Ray Dunn candles that were on this cart, and they said all the different things. They had ones that said Happy Halloween, and I don't remember if there was Hocus Pocus, but those types of things. They had one that was really cool actually that had a jack-o'-lantern face on the front, and then the back said Cursed. But I like the jack-o'-lantern face on the front. A couple other candles from that brand, Sand and Fog or Fog and Sand, whatever brand that is. And they had one that smelled so good. It had bats flying up, and they also had another candle that had a wood topper that had, or it was just like a wood lid, and the lid had a jack-o'-lantern face carved in it. There was another end cap that had a cake pan looking thing that said, or Rice Krispie pan that said Rice Creepies on it. And then they had this big, like, it's like a big mixing bowl, but also has the pour spout on it, where it's like good for pancakes and all that kind of stuff. It said Happy Halloween on it, and then it had mummies all around the border at the top. And then I want to say they also had the mummy version of the utensil holder and a black utensil holder that said Trick or Treat on it. And they had a couple of mugs, really cute mugs. One had a jack-o'-lantern on it. There was another one that had some different Halloween things on it and said Boo. And they also had like a little plate that had, it was like a Mickey Mouse kind of Disney looking plate that said, or something like Happy Haunting. I don't remember what it said, but like coffee. You're tapping.
That's right.
Okay, you're a drummer. He's a drummer, so he's tapping. No, the mic's gonna pick it up. Anyways, these little espresso cups that were kind of cute, and they had different Halloween, like they had a Dracula. They're really colorful, really cute. And then, then we saw some other pillows. Were kind of light pastel. They reminded me like they'd be really cute in a kid's room or nursery, or even if you have a pastel goth vibe going on in your home, these are really cute. So there was a pink one that said Hocus Pocus on it. And there was a gray one with a moon with some bats. And then there was a sage green one that had a ghost that said Boo on it. They had another little pillow that had a bunch of potion bottles and poison bottles and all that kind of stuff on the front of it. And that's, just take it around back. Hold on. I'm like, hold on, Mr. Skeleton. But I'm really just telling myself to hold on for dear life. So now we're here at Costco. We're gonna see if they have any Halloween. All right, no Halloween at Costco, but let me tell you, it is so freaking hot out. All right, so from Cracker Barrel, we're gonna do a quick Cracker Barrel haul. Got these sour neon worms. Then, you know, we had to get the Sour Jack watermelons, and it was like 3 for what, 5 or something? And then some cinnamon bears. Look at all these. And I found these. I'm gonna try them and see if they, oh, by the way, excuse all the groceries in the back.
What are these people doing?
I don't know, literally just standing in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
this is why we can't go to Costco, people. We have too much rage for Costco. Oh my gosh, here comes somebody else. I've been looking for something like this. These crybaby tears. I've never had the tears before. The crybabies I used to eat, they were more of just like a ball. These are the crybaby tears. We're gonna see if this is sour enough for my liking. We're gonna try these first. Just go ahead and burn with it. Go that way.
Yeah.
Burn my taste buds off.
What is it?
It's a crybaby. It's supposed to be sour, really sour. It
Yeah.
tastes exactly like sweet tarts.
It's like a little slightly sour sweet tart.
Well, so these crybabies were a lie. They're not even sour. It says extra sour
When you bite
candy.
into it, it's more sour.
Yeah, but it says extra sour. I mean, they're good. They're just not extra sour. I'm not seeing any other colors in here but green and yellow and orange. Oh, here's a red. We're gonna try red. It's in the shape of a tear because you're supposed to cry. That's how sour it's supposed to be. Are you crying? Worms or watermelons?
Whichever one you want.
Try the watermelons first. There's watermelon for you. These are cute. These are way cuter than these Sour Patch watermelons. So they're Sour Jack watermelons.
Okay.
Oh, those are really good. Totally different texture than the Sour Patch watermelons. I kind of like these more. These are more gummy. Still not that sour to me. All right, next up is the sour, I thought it said super sour, but sour neon gummy worms. Tell me your favorite sour gummy worm combo. Are you a blue and orange ghoul or goblin, or are you a, I like the, what color do you want?
It doesn't matter to me.
I'll give you blue and orange. My favorite one, every single time, I love the red and the yellow. I know the yellow is supposed to be lemon, but in my mind, this is strawberry banana to me.
Is it?
I think it's supposed to be strawberry and lemon, but I mean, I can get you one. Did you already try this one?
Yeah, I just had that one.
I'm gonna try the lemon and lime. See, when it's with green, it's lemon lime, but when it's red, it's strawberry banana. You can't convince me otherwise. Does anyone else feel like that? All right, that one's good.
I like them both.
Next up is the blue and orange, blue raspberry and orange. Do they all taste the same?
Kind of.
No.
I don't know. The yellow and red tastes different.
No, does it taste like strawberry banana?
I get cherry.
Cherry.
Is that what it is?
I bet it is. I think they're all the same. Last but not least, we're gonna burn off our taste buds with these cinnamon bears. What I will say about the gummies so far from Cracker Barrel, they're all really fresh. Not one has been stale, which is really important. Here's your cinnamon bear, sir. Big ol', it's kind of like a big bear. for like a bear.
That's why cinnamon bears are, I think.
Amazing. Hot tamales. But like the good part. You know, it wouldn't be Halloween decor hunting without some candy tasting around here. So anyways, we're done. Didn't see any Halloween at Costco. Went out hunting today. Thank you for Halloween hunting with me today. Hey everyone, it is another day Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. So we're cruising. It's another day and it's a Saturday. And if you know, then you know that I normally do not brave the crowds on Saturday, but someone was bit by the Halloween bug. You were stung by the Halloween wasp. The elder wasp has stung Dallas. It's official. If you saw the last video with the elder wasp, then you know. But the elder wasp has stung Dallas. And this morning we were going through the Facebook group, which by the way, I'll have the Facebook group linked in the description box for you if you want to join. We were scrolling through and Dallas was like, oh, did we see these at HomeGoods yesterday? And I was like, we didn't go to that HomeGoods. He's like, oh, do you want to go today? I'm like, all right, we're going today. So we're also going to go to At Home and see if they've got anything else that they put out new. I think we're also going to go, while we're over there, we're going to go to Nordstrom Rack, see if they put out those blankets, and then Dallas can get his first look at Nordstrom Rack because he hasn't been yet. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It's a family affair today again. Let me know down in the comments if your partner, significant other, spouse, if they're also into Halloween decor hunting with you, or they're as obsessed with Halloween as you are, because I do get questions. Some people ask, like, what does your husband think of your Halloween decorations or your Halloween decor? And what do you think, Dallas? What do you think of the Halloween decoration?
I like them.
Yeah. Usually, like, what I don't always show in some of the decorating videos is I'll yell from downstairs. I'm like, hey, Dallas, come down. Can I get your opinion? And I'm like, I feel like something's missing here, and he'll help out. So he's about as obsessed with Halloween as I am. We're Halloween obsessed couple. It's also a problem because not one of us is like, well, why do we not get this? Because that's a lot of Halloween. No. Oh, by the way, we're heading first. We're at UPS right now, but we're going to UPS and then the post office, drop off some HO7S packages, which we have a whole shirt launch tomorrow, which is one of the reasons I thought going out today would be a good idea. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of, Saturdays are not my favorite days, but Dallas doesn't get to see a lot of the Halloween stuff. So I think this is nice that we're doing a little weekend, couples special. Here comes Dallas, here he comes. He looks so cute. He's got red glasses and red on his shoes. Oh my God. What a dreamboat. Per usual, not one soul can drive today, but we're gonna withhold the road rage today. They're Baja blasting their stereo over here. Watch out for the wasp's nest. Maybe I can zoom in.
Wasp nest.
You see him?
Oh, is that a...
Why am I this way? Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm in the car. I never get to show you the wasp nest at this post office. But, oh, this is Dallas's phone. Where's my phone? Where's my purse? Hopefully I brought my phone today. But he's like, where? Okay, I have a wasp nest radar, people. You see that big guy right there? And it looks like there might be a couple next to it. Oh, God. That's a bigger mansion than the elder wasp has. All right, we're cruising to At Home officially. All right, we're going in to At Home. So we just left At Home and they put a couple of things out, not a whole lot. I'm really looking for some dishware stuff. Like I'm anxious to see their dishware and their candles this year. First of all, I ran into, or we did, I guess, right, Mr. Skeleton?
Yeah.
Ran into a fellow spooky family ghoul out there. Lori, if you're out there watching, hey ghoul, hey, we had a little chit chat. I probably jabbed my jaws. I jabbed your ear right off your body. Lori, it was so nice to meet you. We had so much fun chit-chatting with you, and I hope I bump into you again in the aisles somewhere. We saw a couple of new things in the witchy section that we saw last time, and if you're wanting to see a better look, the last Halloween decor hunting video, there was a whole, like I showed the whole thing, all the different sections they have so far. So in their witchy line that they're doing this year, they had a little witch boot that had a tea light holder. So it was like a tea light holder with a witchy boot. We added that to the little witchy collection. Then they had in the jack-o'-lantern section, they had a little pumpkin with a bat on the front that was really cute, and it was a ceramic pumpkin. They also had another votive tea light holder thing that it had a bunch of skulls around it. It also had like a lantern that had skulls all around it. And it was like a small little lantern. And then over in a whole new section, they had a bunch of glass skull pieces. Well, they just had the red smaller ones that we see every year. They had the skull glass thing, and then they had the wine, it was like a wine bottle looking thing, like shape. But it was like they had a green and a dark purple version. It was just like a glass bottle that had little twinkling lights in there. So it lights up. I didn't get to see it light out though because it didn't have a little tester thing. There was another section. Like they have all these weird sections of Halloween. It's like all these different aisles, but only like one little area in each aisle. They had the big jack-o'-lantern they have every year. They had one of those big jack-o'-lanterns there. And they had some little neon light things that were kind of cool that I haven't seen them. And they looked similar. You know what they looked like? They looked similar to the ones that were in the dollar spot a couple years, or I'm sorry, Bullseye Playground, which we're gonna have to keep our eye out on the Bullseye Playground this year. But oh God, the Bullseye Playground, these were $11, I think they were. They may have been bigger than the Bullseye Playground ones though, but it didn't really look like it. But anyway, so they had those were new this year. I hadn't seen those the last couple of years at home. And they had a bunch of little pumpkins too, like the pumpkins in the sacks, pumpkin sacks, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the sack full of little pumpkins. All right, we're going in to Nordstrom Rack, y'all, we're here. All right, so we went to Nordstrom Rack and we didn't see anything new. Just the same Halloween we saw before. I'll show a pan of the Halloween that we saw before in case you didn't watch the Halloween hunting when we went to Nordstrom Rack the first time. We did see though a kitchen towel that Dallas pointed out. Little Bailey and Neens are on the towel. It was so cute. It really did look like Bailey and little Neens. Do not back up. Are you paying attention at all? Anyway, so there wasn't anything new there. I was looking for those blankets. They still didn't have the spooky blankets. And now we're going to HomeGoods. Looks like we're parking all the way out here. There's HomeGoods from 3,000 miles away. We're country. All right, we just got back from HomeGoods. We're gonna run into Michael's, but we're parked 3,000 miles away and we had bags from HomeGoods. So we're gonna skip Michael's today. We're gonna go back next week. But we just went into HomeGoods and they had the goods. The spooky goods. They had, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start, but we're gonna need a Baja Blast before we do. Can I just get 2 large Baja Blasts, please? All right, we got our Baja Blast. No one gave us a hard time this time. They were expecting us today, not really. What I've been to this one? Oh, here we go. Didn't it sizzle your brains? Mm-hmm. Everyone is
I wonder
driving.
what is it that makes it do that? Like what flavor? Who knows?
I don't know what it is, but it just goes straight to your brain, through your nostrils. So, what did we first see when we walked in? Some pillows. Mm-hmm. We saw a bat pillow that was black with gray bats all over it. I think there was another pillow there that had eyes. It was black with eyes, like spooky eyes all over it. Then we walked over to this little cart thing. And the cart had a bunch of Halloween stuff on it. First of all, we found some bowls that go with the plates that we saw the other day. The witchy plates, the folky witch plates. They had the bowls, but the bowls were a little bit different. They had more of like a house, like an outside of the house, and then there's a witch inside of the window. They also had some really cool eye things. They had a pedestal with this kind of magical seeing eye kind of thing on it. And then they had plates with the seeing eye kind of situation on it. Also had this black bowl that had these metal hands that were kind of skeleton hands that were kind of holding the bowl. They also had that Ouija board stone platter thing or cheese board thing that we saw the other day. Then we saw some dish towels. There was one that was a jack-o'-lantern looking dish towel. There was another one that was kind of like a psychic dish towel that had like a wood grain look to it. They also had a candy corn one that was so cute. I loved that one with the little candy corns, little faces. There was like a cat one. Then they also had ones that we see every year that are kind of like a bluish color that had a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns all over them. And what else did we, oh, the Ouija board one. There was a Ouija board towel that was glow in the dark, or you know, the glow in the dark color. A bunch of gnomes. There was like a gnome with a pink hat. There's a lot of pastel goth gnomes. Pastel in general this year. Had these pedestal, like candle pedestal things that had stacked skulls going up it. Like they were just stacked and it was like a little candle pedestal. And there was, oh, an alligator. Was it with a cauldron? Like a witch alligator with a cauldron. Had a truck that had a tree in the back, but it was like a purple tree, like a bottle brush tree in the back. Just a couple of things in this little Halloween section. Then we saw some bathroom stuff. We saw some soap dispensers, some bathroom soap dispensers. They had some really cool house ones. They had two different house ones. One was like a glittery purple house soap dispenser, and the other one was the other one purple too, but not glittery.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one was purple, but not glittery. And then they had one that almost looked like a lantern kind of thing. They had a pumpkin that had a skeleton face coming out of it. They had one that had it was like a crystal ball looking thing with a witch flying on a broom. It wasn't like the one we had looked at, or we were looking for forever. What year was that? That was several years ago, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2017, 2018. Well, when did we start Halloween decor hunting? I feel like maybe that was, oh, Chihuahua. Somebody was walking their Chihuahua. It's so cute. Okay, and a little corgi. And then they had a pumpkin with like melting gold glittery stuff. It looked like it was like melting over the top of the pumpkin. Houses, the lantern, the pumpkin with the skull coming out. There was a dog wearing a costume.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the soap dispensers. And then there was another one next to it that was something else. Can't remember what it was though. Was it a cat or a ghost or stacked pumpkins? It was something spooky. And they had some hand towels, but they were the bathroom hand towels. And they were really cute. They're the similar ones we see every year there. They had jack-o'-lantern ones that were orange and black. They had jack-o'-lantern ones that were orange, black, and yellow. They had a mummy one. I don't think I've seen the mummy ones there before. A black one with purple bats. It was the only one. You know, we had to snag those. Ghost one. And I want to say there was another one that I'm not thinking of. But whatever else I'll show here. And then they also had a bunch of shower curtains this year that were so cute. One of them had oh gosh, this is going to be hard to remember. There were several different Halloween, just like spooky things randomly all over it. So like there were a bunch that had like bats and different, you know, skeletons and like little settings, like spooky houses and stuff like that. There were a bunch like that, and it was just like prints all over it. So they had some just like basic Halloween kind of prints all over different ones. One that was like the yoga skeleton shower curtain, y'all. The yoga skeletons are back, and now they're on a shower curtain. Okay, one was like meditating. The other one was in full on downward dog. Pelvis in the air, downward dog. And they had a gnome one, right? They had a gnome shower curtain one. They had one that was, oh man, I want to say they had dogs. Yeah, they had the dogs in the costumes. Shower curtain, per usual. Always got to go with the dogs with the costumes on. I want to say there was a pink one. Or something with like light pink, like a pastel goth. Once again, another whole pastel goth situation. They had a Ouija board looking one, I believe. And speaking of dogs in costumes, we did see a jack-o'-lantern costume for dogs. that we almost got Neen's, but it looked a little too big for her. It would have swallowed her whole. And then we went over into kind of the kitchenware area, and they had a couple of really cute Halloween Rae Dunn stuff. And I know if you don't like Rae Dunn, you're gonna be like, oh, come on. But some of this stuff, even if you don't like Rae Dunn, I feel like it wasn't too over the top. Once again, those loaf pans that we've seen, they had an orange one that said spooky and the black one that says boo that we saw this, I think we saw those this week. But then they had a new one that was this, it was like a square cake pan kind of situation, brownie pan kind of thing. And it said Hocus Pocus on it, and it was orange. They also had one of those microwavable bowls, like Tupperware bowls, that said treats on it, and it has jack-o'-lanterns all around it. And oh, there was something on that cart that I forgot. It was like a bowl, like a popcorn bowl, candy bowl kind of looking thing. Border.
Yeah, the Libra said trick or treat.
Yeah, it said trick or treat. Yeah. It had trick or treat on the
I don't think that was
inside.
redone. That was something else though.
It wasn't redone?
No.
What else was in this area? Oh, they had a Hocus Pocus. What was it like? We're back home and our camera overheated. So I just really quickly was going to say there was one last thing, the Hocus Pocus. It was like a little like pitcher kind of pour, measure and pour kind of thing that had the 3 witches on the front, the Sanderson sisters. And just this really quick, this Sarah Sanderson looked a little bit possessed. Anyways, that's pretty much all we saw hunting today. So we're done for today. I don't know if this is the last day for this video. I'll let you know. Hey everyone, coming to you from the halfway to Halloween mantle, which has just become the Summerween mantle is what it is. But I wanted to hop on here really quickly because I was gonna add another day of Halloween decor hunting, or I was gonna do an online Halloween hunting and some spooky family mail. But this video, it's getting so long and it is so late that I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap it up and post it. And then we'll bump spooky family mail and some online stuff. We'll bump that to this week. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton, who's in the car still, and good old Mr. Skeleton with the flesh, aka Dallas. Anyways, hope you enjoyed Halloween decor hunting with us. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up, say hey ghoul hey down in the comments, because you know I love talking to you. Also, let me know any Halloween finds, anything you got out there that you've been loving, or where you've been seeing Halloween, all that good stuff. Let me know down in the comments, or anything else you want to talk about, anything you want to respond to in this video, whatever it is you want to chit chat about. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.